When Prince Azim of Brunei died in 2020, he was only 38. It was a great grief for the country. He was a Hollywood producer who loved to party and was friends with many celebrities. Prince Azim's life was full of dark secrets that the Brunei family would like to keep from everyone. Why was his life so tragic, and what led to his death? Keep watching to find out on the WOW channel. Prince Azim of Brunei was fourth in line to the royal throne, and he had a fortune of almost $5 billion. It seemed that his life was so bright, engaging, and eventful. He produced Western movies, threw lavish parties, and must have had big dreams for the future. However, a heavy drama was hidden behind a seemingly beautiful life, which led to a sad end. He passed away at 38 when most of his life seemed ahead of him. The prince died at the Juradong Park Medical Center in Juradong after a long battle with an unknown illness. He was laid to rest beside his grandfather, Sultan Omar Ali Saifuddin III, at the Royal Mausoleum. His funeral was attended only by members of the royal family and none of his many celebrity friends. Brunei declared 7 days of mourning and lowered national flags in his honor. And although 3 years have passed since then, Prince Azim is still perhaps the most mysterious son of the Sultan of Brunei, and you will be surprised when you learn all his secrets. Prince Azim was born in 1982 to the Sultan of Brunei, Hassan Bolkiah, and his second wife, Mariam Abdulaziz. The Sultan met this woman when she was working as an ordinary flight attendant. He made her his second wife and often appeared in public with 2 women at once. In this marriage they had 4 children, the eldest of whom was Prince Azim. Sultan Hassan Bolkiah is the ruler of the small state of Brunei, located on the island of Borneo. Less than 500,000 people live in this country. However, Brunei is incredibly wealthy thanks to oil and gas. That is why Sultan has been ranked among the wealthiest individuals in the world. His fortune is estimated at $30 billion. Sultan Hassan Bolkiah is the world's longest-reigning current monarch and the longest-serving current head of state. The ruler of Brunei is famous for his extravagant, wasteful spending. He owns 600 Rolls-Royces, 450 Ferraris, and 380 Bentleys. His collection is worth over $5 billion and comprises more than 7,000 vehicles in total. Among his massive collection of rare cars is a Rolls-Royce covered in gold. He also built the largest palace in the world for his family. The Istana Nurul Iman Palace is the epitome of extravagance, with more than 1,700 rooms. The palace currently holds the title of the world's largest residential palace in the Guinness Book of World Records. The Sultan also loves luxurious holidays. When he celebrated his 50th birthday in 1996, he invited 3,000 guests, for whom the King of Pop, Michael Jackson, performed. For all this, the Sultan spent $25 million, which is quite a bit for him. The Sultan's children also love luxurious holidays and expensive gifts. It is not surprising that Prince Azim was spoiled from childhood, even though the father divorced his mother and deprived her of all royal titles. Their children remained to live in the palace and enjoy all the privileges of royal life. Prince Azim received all the best in the world since childhood. He was educated at International School Brunei, Raffles Institution and Oxford Brookes University. Sultan Hassan Bolkiah dreamed that his son would become a military man and take a prominent post in the government. That's why he sent him to the 9-month officer training course at the Royal Military Academy, Sandhurst. However, Prince Azim immediately realized that strict military drill was not for him. He was always creative and wanted to get into the world of glamour. It was the first significant conflict between father and son. Azim always dreamed of making films and creating glamorous things, while his father wanted to see him in the military. However, the Sultan had to come to terms with his son's choice. After all, he had many other children ready to meet his expectations. In 2009, Prince Azim designed unisex bags for MCM. The proceeds went to the Make-A-Wish Foundation UK, a charity he is one of the patrons of. In general, charity was one of his favorite activities. 3 years later, at a charity show in Brunei, Darussalam, Prince Azim spoke in support of people with autism. He stated that they should be treated with respect like any other family members. But the biggest passion of Prince Azim was filmmaking. In 2012, he founded the production company Daryl Prince Productions, which has produced British comedies for 8 years. The Prince found most success on the silver screen with the 2014 drama You Are Not You, starring Hilary Swank, and The Happy Prince with Emily Watson, which was released in 2018. However, Prince Azim became famous in Hollywood primarily for his luxurious parties. On his 25th birthday, he arranged a grand celebration where each guest received a $25,000 gift set, a safari trip to Kenya, a mobile phone, a painting, and much more. At another party, he filled a room at the Dorchester Hotel in London, which his father owns, with around 6,000 white roses. Prince Azim adored celebrities and often took pictures with them. He was known for his close relationship with Michael and Janet Jackson, Naomi Campbell, Joan Collins, Pamela Anderson, Mariah Carey, and Elizabeth Hurley. Prince Azim was very generous. He reportedly delivered a $5.7 million necklace to Mariah Carey as a gift via private jet. It seemed like he was trying to buy the attention of famous people. However, he was rejected by many in Hollywood after his father, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah, brought Sharia law back to Brunei, which includes punishments such as death by stoning for adultery or homosexuality, or amputation of limbs for theft. For all the inhabitants of the Western world, these laws seem too cruel, but the most outrageous thing is that many members of the royal family of Brunei themselves do not comply with these laws. For example, the brother of the Sultan, Prince Jeffrey, is known for his numerous betrayals of his wife with models and beauty queens. Some people claim that he has a whole harem of beautiful women. Agree, this is real hypocrisy. Some experts point to the growing influence of conservative Islam in Southeast Asia. Also, in their opinion, the Sultan wants to clear his family's reputation with this innovation. The Sultan of Brunei's decision to impose execution for homosexuality also went against the fact that his son, Prince Azim, has always supported the LGBTQ+ community. Prominent transgender figure Caitlyn Jenner and other community members reportedly attended his parties. Prince Azim and his family members have never discussed his personal life. However, the fact that he never married and didn't have girlfriends caused many people to suspect that he was gay. In the wake of reports that Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah of Brunei is implementing Sharia law in his country, including the death penalty for gays, gay blogger Paris Hilton has outed the Sultan's second-born son, Prince Azim. In the video, he said, "Y'all, no, I don't out people anymore. I used to do that back in the day. but I'm making an exception here. I'm guessing the Sultan of Brunei doesn't know that his son, Prince Azim, is a big old homo. I would know because I have spent time with Prince Azim. Prince Azim has not commented on this statement and declined to comment on the Hollywood boycott of his family's property. He decided to keep a low profile and skipped the Cannes event. You can imagine it was difficult for Prince Azim as everyone rejected him. The prince felt embarrassed as he had many gay friends. It was also a reminder of the controversial lifestyles of wealthy Islamic royal families. The rulers of such countries adopt strict laws, but they themselves often lead an immoral lifestyle. For example, the brother of the Sultan of Brunei, Prince Jeffrey Bolkiah, had a reputation as a playboy for many years. He threw parties on his huge luxury yacht with a lot of beautiful women. Vast amount of money from the state budget were spent on these events. This immoral lifestyle once enraged even Sultan Hassan Bolkiah, who accused his brother of embezzling money and expelled him. Perhaps the Sultan wanted his sons to avoid the temptation to adopt the same lifestyle and to at least be slightly transparent about his family's reputation in the eyes of Muslim society. He decided to introduce Sharia law. However, under the influence of the Western public, Sultan eventually had to abandon this idea. Despite all the disagreements with his family and the scandals in the press, Azim seemed like a happy prince. How can you be sad when you have $5 billion in your account and are a welcome guest at parties with supermodels such as Claudia Schiffer and Naomi Campbell? However, people around him said Azim was more likely not a happy prince, but a lost one. He seemed to balance between the Islamic conservative world of Brunei and the Western world of glamour, and he hasn't been entirely accepted in any of this world. In the Islamic world, he was considered an immoral person who was friends with gays and arranges parties where alcohol flowed like water. In the Western world, he was considered primarily a royal guy with massive money. Indeed, many celebrities were friends with him only for money and gifts. For many years, the prince suffered from bipolar disorder, a mental disease in which a person has manic depression and extreme mood swings. When he was depressed, he might feel sad and hopeless. And when the mood turned into mania, he felt euphoric and energized. Not surprisingly, in a state of mania, the prince liked to cheer himself up thanks to parties. However, the loose lifestyle led to a severe illness. In 2020, his brother, Prince Martin, released a post on Instagram that stated that the cause of death of his brother was multiple organ failure caused by severe systemic vasculitis, which Prince Azim was diagnosed with early in 2020. At the same time, he was also coping with bipolar disorder, which made the fight harder, said Prince Abdulmateen. Paying tribute to his older brother, Prince Abdulmateen said there was never a dull day when Abang Azim was around. He loved to always prank us, joke around, and never took life too seriously. His laughter was so contagious that regardless of whether the thing was funny or not, everyone would end up laughing too. He definitely lived life to the fullest. I spent every day of my childhood with my brother. He taught me so much and made me who I am today, and for that I am eternally grateful, said Prince Martin. His celebrity friends were quick to pay tribute to him. Actor Kevin McHale described the prince as a true light on Twitter, saying he was always generous and welcoming. While on Instagram, veteran English actress Joan Collins uploaded a picture of her at a restaurant with Prince Abdulazim and model and actress Jerry Hall. Prince Azim was incredibly rich and had a fortune of $5 billion. But his life was tragic and ended so sadly. And his lifestyle reminds everyone that even a few $1 billion won't make you happy. Thanks for watching. Remember to share your thoughts with me. Click like and subscribe. See you next time.